Let's talk with Yolanda. How you doing? Absolutely a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Happy Friday. Hermanos dias. Supposed to rain a little later, but it's not raining right now. La lluvia dia. However, today I wanted to talk to you about anger management part 2. So much stuff going on in our city right now that this topic is so prevalent right now, with just the stuff that's going on out here every day. Before we get started, though, I would like to do a little icebreaker. If you'd like to do it with me, come on. If not, that's fine. If you would like to just watch, pass it on to someone else, that's more than fine. So I'm going to do 5 on a count of 3. If you're with me, that's great. So it's inhale, exhale on 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale. How you doing today? Thank you for being a part of this platform. Thank you for taking your time to tune in. I know that your time is valuable, and just the mere fact that you've taken this time to tune in, I appreciate it. Te aprecioso. And today, I am drinking, I hope you have something. I am drinking some ginger beer. Take a little sip. Tastes delicious. Love that ginger. So today, topic is anger. We talked a little bit about it the last time that we met. I want to talk today about the experience of anger and sadness and how feelings are suppressed, okay? Just the everyday problems, the violence is plaguing our city. It's like babies getting shot, women, men, girls, boys. There's no gender, there's no age factor, it's violence, just violence on violence, talk about that fear factor, is this rage that's just suppressed? Is it rage that has been suppressed and built up for so long? Anybody's going to catch it. It needs to stop, it needs to stop. And it, starts with looking within self and looking within self to see the level of the anger and what's been suppressed. And, talk about a frequency, talk about a duration, if you are again waking up and you're just angry, if you're waking up and saying, it's supposed to rain out there today and I'm angry about it, that can be a problem, okay? Because what is the source? Where is the anger coming from, okay? You want to talk about detachments and attachments, letting go of things like if the anger is rage, how do you let it go? How do you let it go and begin to live and begin to be the best of who you are? Experiencing death, that comes in different stages. And one of the stages is anger, how you deal with it, again, do you just suppress and hold these feelings inside to they're going to explode. They're going to explode, and they become explosive behaviors like a time bomb. Yes. Having negative expectations of yourself, not assessing yourself to see where does the episode start and where does it end, because there's a beginning and there's an end. Okay. Allowing yourself to let things fester, not getting the help, and having others tell you that there's mood swings, or you're having mood swings. You always have mood swings, and they don't understand why, or why your behavior is like it is. But then too, the anger may shadow that and say, you don't want to hear it. So you shut down, and say, I don't want to hear this. We're not talking about me. Can we talk about it, people? How you feel today? Talking about the anger and regulating the emotions, regulating it, and saying stop, saying pause when you know that you are angry, or you have a grudge or something that you're walking along with and don't know how to deal with it. Again, you don't have to talk to your family. You don't have to talk to your support system, but you can get help. You can get help, because you're not in this alone. You're not in this alone, and there is hope. But for every action, there's a counter reaction. There's an outcome to every ending, and a situation can open up, and you can walk through a door that leaves so deep scars, from your action, from your behavior, So you want to alter your behavior, and you want to turn it around. You want to turn it around and stop and say, hold on. How can I regulate this? How can I shape this, form this, deactivate this? Because you can do it. And if you can't do it alone, there's people that can help you do it. But first, you have to identify that there is a problem. Identify that there's a problem, and ask yourself, are you open to help? Do you want to help? And maybe, yes, I need the help. Okay? Can we talk, people? How you feeling today? I want to say thank you so much for tuning in with me, sharing your time with me, and giving me feedback, giving others feedback, because yes, we are that village, and we are the village that pulls on each other. People are dying. People here in Philadelphia are shooting people like crazy, okay? You can say it's crazy, it's madness, it's like whatever you want to call it, off the chain, but it's such negative behavior. But it's negative behavior that sometimes you can't erase, okay? Sometimes you can't erase it, because in that rage, you don't just affect yourself, you affect others. It affects the community. It affects the whole environment. When we talk about sustaining, how can you sustain if we're destroying? How can you sustain if you feel that you're bigger than life itself? How can you sustain when it's not even that deep, but your pride gets in the way and say, oh, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to let others in. But it don't just destroy you. It destroys everything around you. Can we think about this and talk about this, people? How you feeling today? Share with me how you're feeling. Share with me, how you affected by anger, by rage, by explosive behaviors. How do you deal with it? What do you do to cope with it? Because it may help someone else. It may help someone else that's tuning in, say, hey, I appreciate that tip because you know what? I utilized that and it worked. I was feeling like a 10, a 20, and then after I used the technique that I read, it brought me down to a 5. It brought me down to a calming mechanism. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, people. Understanding that you have a problem, understanding that sometimes the problem is bigger than oneself, understanding that sometimes you may need that outside help. And it's okay. It's okay. You're not in it alone. Experience several layers of anger episodes that it impacts the whole community. Can we talk, people? How you doing today? Confused thinking, excessive thinking, excessive worrying, again, we want to channel that energy. We want to use positive reinforcement. We want to take the negative and flip it to a positive. We want to know what our worth is. We want to give back to our community, not destroy our community, not destroy us as a people. Positive enforcement is considered to be effectiveness in bringing about positive change, people. Also, it can be called shaping. Example, shaping a person's behavior. We talked about you utilizing journaling and how important journaling was. You can even color code what your moods are. When your mood is up here, off the chain, out off the hook, or when it's mild and mellow and calm. Okay. Utilizing journaling and going back to reflect, taking a walk, sometimes just sitting back, having a cup of tea or having something to drink and just breathe. Breathe and think about what are the consequences to this behavior, and this anger, this rage that's built up, where is it coming from? Is it coming from my present environment? Is it coming from my past environment? Is this all I know and don't know how to ask for help, receive the help? Help is out there. We have to save our community, not destroy our community. We have to save each other, not kill each other. We have to learn to feel and think positive and not just negative of someone else or someone else's behavior because it doesn't set right with us. Sometimes we have to just look within ourselves and say, what is the problem? What is the real problem? Why am I attacking these people? For what reason? You know, because with the violence that's going on in the street, not only the intended target gets hit, innocent people get hit, period. You don't just leave that family in trauma. You traumatize the whole entire community. Traumatize yourself, you know. So I just wanted to keep it short and brief today, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about anger part 2, which will continue. However, it's just been so much violence over the city in the last few days. I just wanted to come in and say how we need to stop, pause, think about our actions, you know. Use some breathing techniques, use some calming techniques, be creative, let the better you come out. You know, spend the time with your family. You know, if that rage is out of control, ask somebody, hey, how do you see me? You know, people say, I'm so angry, but I don't see it. Do you see it? And then analyze, okay? Analyze and assess, okay? Well, I've been feeling like this for quite some time. Maybe what people see, I need to get checked out, you know. Again, whether, you know, it's physical, mental, you know, whether you need to go see someone for therapy, whether you need to go see your primary and just get a physical, you know, let's do something. Let's do something about it, okay? Because it's important. I am going to get ready to tune out. I'm going to read the comment for today. It's about transforming failure into success. It says, probably he who never made a mistake never made a discovery. That's heavy. Samuel smiles. So on that note, I'm going to get ready to close it and say, you know, that life is precious. You know, if you need help, it's okay to get the help. If it's God's will, I will see you next week. La semana que viene. I totally appreciate you. Te aprecioso. It's absolutely a beautiful day. Hermoso dias. Until we meet again, love yourself. Love your neighbor. Hug yourself. And be good to self, you know. And think about the anger and let it go. Sometimes it doesn't even belong to you. Enjoy your day. It's a beautiful day. Hope you have your blinds open and you can let the sunshine in and just be real. Be real to self. Okay? I will see you next week, God's will. Enjoy your day.